So Cook's Beach, or the Mercury Bay area, or Te Whanganui o Hei, which is the Great Bay of Hay, is important because it's where Captain Cook landed for 12 days on his journey around New Zealand. It's also the first place that Kupe landed as well. So as part of Tauia 250, we're trying to recognise the dual history of our area through talks and conversations. But in a nutshell, so Cook came into the bay, he was greeted by the waka of the local iwi. What continued over the next 12 days was trading, and ended up with Cook actually being welcomed onto the pa site at Wharikaho. And there's several historical things that happened over that time. One of them is that the potato was gifted by Cook to the local Māori, and that's historically significant because that was then used to fuel the people. It became a very important food source. One of the other main historical events that happened was that Cook plotted the transit of Mercury. So he found a spot down at the Puringi where he could do that, and that meant that he could then work out the geographical coordinates of New Zealand. So my hope for Tauia 250, particularly in my local area, is that everyone who comes to our events goes away with an understanding of the dual history of the area. I think it's really important moving forward that we have these conversations, and I think that's the really awesome thing about Tauia 250, is that these conversations are happening all around the country, and they are different for different areas. I mean, it's not very often that you get to be part of the 250 celebrations for something that's so significant and has shaped our cultural landscape in New Zealand.